In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's
And that's why Idi Amin had dismissed him. But now, he had now a new problem, UPC. So that's how Moses Sani now, and others, Bamuze and others from West Nile, had to form groups to resist UPC now. 500,000 Ugandans were in Congo and in South Sudan. That time, Uganda was number 4 in the whole world regarding the refugees who were coming from here. I think the first was Afghanistan, followed by, I think, Ethiopia, and another one. Uganda was number 4. We had that medal of generating refugees. So when the NRM defeated UPC and Okero's group, we went up to West Nile. I got in touch with these groups of West Nile. No, let me go back a bit. So now, when we launched our own fight against UPC, now this round, February 1981, 6th of February. And we fought, we started fighting. Then on the 6th of June 1981, I had to go out to look for support. I left Matuga, went through Buama, entered the boat at Katevo, entered the boat and went to Kenya, spending some night at Bubeke, in one of the islands. Then I went on to Libya, meeting Muammar Gaddafi on the 21st of June, 1981. Now, when I was in Libya, I met there the former Amin groups for the first time. Moses Ali was there. There were other groups. There was a fellow called Amin Mutiawa. Other people like Habib Kajimu were there. Now, that time we agreed to, the Libyans wanted us to unite, to become one group, but we said no, because of the history of our country. Let's first operate separately. Let the NRA continue doing work separately. The West Nile groups can do their work separately. Kaira can do his work separately, but we coordinate until we agree on the policies properly. So that's how I met Moses Ali for the first time. But he was, you could see he wanted cooperation. And he was not, you know, the problem with Africans is inferiority complex. When they are Christians, they try to become Europeans. Oh. They think being Christian is being European. When they are Muslims, they want to become Arabs. Arabs. But you are not an Arab. You are a Mahdi. I can see you. Why do you want to be an Arab? So, I could see those groups in Libya when we were there. And I told Gaddafi, these people will not help you. There was one character called Amin Mutiaba. I was asking about him yesterday. What happened to Amin Mutiaba? There. Oh. So we said, no, if you want to help us, you help us. But if you don't want, we shall manage. Gaddafi gave us some little support. Then those Amin Mutiabas diverted some of it to UFM, but we fought. So we agreed to coordinate, not to unite, but coordinate. Now, we came back here. I arrived on the 9th of December, 1981. We started fighting here inside the country. And we captured a lot of weapons from the army, the UNRA, Masindi, Attack, Kavamba, Chiboga, Hoima. by 1985, we had accumulated quite a lot of guns from internal. Then I could see that Obote was going to collapse. We had enough power to bring down Obote, but not enough manpower to control the whole country. So I was worried that there may be chaos in the country. We defeat Amin, we defeat Obote, but we don't have enough manpower, armed manpower, to control the whole country. So I decided to go back to Libya to see Gaddafi again. And I met him again. This time he gave me some ammo and some few guns. Later on I got more guns from Mwalimu. And we had built up a very powerful force. So when I was there this time, I don't remember that I met Moses Ali initially, but when Obote collapsed on 27th of July 1985, that time I was still in Sweden. I had not come back with my family. I rang these people. I rang Otito Kero, I rang Basilio Kero, I rang, I think, Semogere also, Sebana Chisto, Oraro Tunu, and I said, you people, don't form a government alone. You just form a government together. Now, with the usual witchcraft of Uganda, where people, as if they are bewitched, they said, no, we don't have to wait for NRM. We'll go ahead and form government. And we leave NRM alone. So, they did, they formed the government, Tito Kero, I don't know who, all those. The idea was to isolate NRA, form government, bring DP, bring the Amin groups, then isolate NRA. So we warned them, please, if you do that, we are going to deal with, to destroy you, to fight you. But they were not listening. They went ahead and formed government, and we launched our attacks in August, starting clearing the Ruero Triangle, the detachments which were there, then swung west, attacked Mubende, cleared it. I think some of the groups of Amin were in Mbende. You can ask the Sarens, I don't remember very well. Then Fort Potro, then Kasese. Then we swung east to Mbarara, Masaka, and arrived at Katonga. Now, where Moses Ali, now you see now his second characteristic. Loving freedom, which I've already talked about, opposed Amin in their own quiet ways, resisted UPC when UPC came in because of their mistakes. So that is one characteristic, freedom fighter, which I can give authoritatively evidence on, because I was there. But now, the second quality is peacemaker, because he was with Dr. Adrico. I used to hear Moses sided with the doctor, Moses sided with the doctor, Moses sided with the doctor. I thought the doctor was a medical doctor. But when I met them, so when they came to Kampala, they found the population was really hostile to the group, that group of Okero and so on. So they went back to Libya and contacted the Libyans. Me, I had already finished with Libya. I was coming back to finish the whole job here. Because the Libyans had given me 1 million rounds of ammunition, 800 rifles, but Mwalimu had given me more rifles, 1 million rounds and 5,000 rifles, so we're in a very powerful position. So I was coming back to finish off the job. But then Gaddafi called me, said, no, you come back here. There is something. So I left Nairobi, went back to Libya. Then I found Moses out there, and Dr. Adrico, this is the doctor they were talking about. He was a doctor of something else, not medicine. So I said, what do we do now? They said, no, because they were already part of the other effort to isolate NRA. You let everybody isolate NRA. But when they came, they said, this is a mistake. That's how they looked for Gaddafi to call me. And I went back and then I said, okay, if you want to pull out, we shall see how to assist you to pull out. Don't involve yourself in the fight for Kampala, because we are going to attack Kampala. Because by this time, we were at Camp Lingisa. We had defeated all the counter-offensives of the poor boy who died. What was his name? Lieutenant Colonel Odwar. Erko Odwar. We had defeated them and we were at Camp Lingisa. On this side, we were at Toboroba. On the other side, we were going to. So I agreed with Moses Ali that the UNLF people who are already part of this group, which was in Kampala, pulled out slowly, and he pulled out slowly. They didn't fight us when we were entering Kampala. That's how our cooperation now started. Then there are others who persisted in trying to oppose, like Juma Orsi. Eventually he died on the. So that is the second characteristic of Moses. Dialogue rather than confrontation where possible. The third one, he was really a lover of West Nile. Always pushing for the programs of West Nile. The tarmac road, the electricity, the issue of the veterans, he was always on the forefront. And many of his pressures on us have already brought results. The roads are now tarmac all the way up to Oraba. We are now even tarmacking the one of Adjumani, Moyo, Yombe, Koboko. Electricity is now linked. The grid. Now, you, the people, the leaders of West Nile, there is something I used to tell Moses which you must now work on. Yes, the infrastructure is now there. And we are going to expand it. There is the road from Nebi to the border with Congo, and along there up to Aru. There is this other road from Pakwach to Rhino Camp, and then along the Nile. We are going to work on those roads. But remember what I've been telling you in the campaign. People don't sleep on the roads. They sleep in their houses. So the issue of the household incomes for West Nile is something you should agree on. Ever since the tobacco got problems, we need new enterprises. And I have given guidance on all this time on those issues. So therefore, I came here to tell you what, to give witness to the positive attributes I saw with General Moses Ali. Number one, freedom fighter. Number two, peacemaker. Number three, development person. That's what I saw. I hear that even in the Muslim group, that's why his body had to be taken to Old Kampala, Chiwuri, and Naguru. That's what, I didn't know which faction he belonged to among the Muslims. But apparently he belonged to no faction. He was neutral. So this is the Moses Ali I saw. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you so much.
His Excellency the President has delivered his address and condoled with Parliament and the people of East Moyo, Adjumani, West Nile, and the entire country. His Excellency has also given his own memory of the events that led to him initially meeting General Moses Ali, and now that His Excellency has delivered his address, Parliament is now getting set. As soon as His Excellency the President has left, we shall now invite members of Parliament to go into the chamber. Those who have not paid their respects may pay their respects as they make their way into the chamber for the sitting that will officially pay respects to the fallen General retired Moses Ali. We thank all members of Parliament who have been able to join us today here as we receive the words of counsel and consolation from His Excellency the President. We now invite members of Parliament to take their seats in the chamber, and in the chamber the casket will be received and members can officially pay their respects. We thank you once again, and we shall continue the activities inside the Chamber of Parliament. Thank you very much. Protocol teams, please take note of our visitors, our distinguished guests who have joined us today need to be guided into the VIP gallery. Protocol teams, please take note of our VIP guests who need to be ushered to the gallery. To all our other members of Parliament, please proceed to the chamber. We shall continue to screen. We shall screen the events taking place in the chamber. So family members and all other guests who are here who cannot fit in the chamber, you may take your seats, continue to sit in the tent, and you shall be able to follow the proceedings of Parliament. Thank you very much.
navigate the unknown. And in a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archive stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, every story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hi, I'm Professor Barnabas Nawangwe, Vice Chancellor of Makerere University. I'm so excited that Makerere University has been chosen to host the East African Universities Debate Championships, which we are hosting from 26th July to 1st August. Debate is the biggest sharpener of young minds. I welcome you to Makerere University so that you can engage in these debates that will be addressing issues of our region and even beyond, interacting with your colleagues within the region. Welcome to Makerere University.
Uganda's coffee story is an exciting phase through the Government of Uganda funded National Coffee Seed System Project, the National Coffee Research Institute, NACORI, and the policy guidance of NARO works with the IF Coffee Department, registered nursery operators, and farmer groups to deliver quality coffee seedlings to farmers. Introducing Next Wave, the next generation of coffee. Chituza Robusta coffee varieties with higher yields, drought tolerance, and resistance to diseases. As Uganda's coffee exports grow from 3.5 million to over 8.7 million bags, NACORI research is helping drive productivity, quality, and competitiveness. Beyond production, NACORI is unlocking new opportunities through coffee value addition, creating innovative products and higher incomes for farmers, processors, and entrepreneurs. By developing unique flavor profiles and world-class coffee innovations, NACORI is helping Uganda's transition from exporting volumes of coffee to exporting value. NACORI's innovations undergo a rigorous research process that makes them sustainable for the next generation. Drought-tolerant coffee varieties that are cultivated, planted in Uganda's drought-prone areas. NACORI, research, innovation, prosperity.
Are you looking for a home away from home? Then this is the place for you. My name is Chini Kaji, and welcome to Hotel Le Confidential.
With 84 comfortable rooms where you can relax and feel safe. Each room has a lovely view of green vegetation, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and a tasty breakfast.
Children can have fun at our kids' water park and our kids' play area. You